पढ़ी अच्छा.
So, guys, welcome to the GD of uh, the most anticipated book of the month of our book club, EBC. That's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. So, probably most of us have read the book. Few of you haven't read the book. Totally fine. We are going to have a kick-ass GD today because first we'll just begin along. We'll go along with the PPT, but let me just ask you. You are even free to reply on the chats. What did you feel when this book was put up for voting? Did you guys badly want it? Did you guys did not want it? So you guys can reply in the chats, or you can turn on your mic and speak.
I don't. Yeah, we selected it like September में है means we read it in August and the voting happened in July last week or August first week, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so I was not sure ki, like I did not vote for this book as far as I remember, and I was like, मेरे को I didn't even remember that this was there. But when this was selected, I was like, finally, one book will be picked up from the TBR, and it's not just about one book. It's like series khatam ho jayegi because of the GD. So I was happy for that.
Great, great. Welcome, Akansha and Ankit. So happy to have you guys here. So today we, as you guys know, already know, we are having the discussion of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, and hope you guys are excited as we are. But have you guys read the book, both of you, Ankita and Akansha?
No, not this one. I was reading the other High Water series.
Namaskar, namaskar.
नमस्कार.
का
स्वागत है
कैसा
आपको.
हो?
मोमोज खा रहा था.
स्वागत है आपका. स्वागत है आपका ईबीसी के इस ग्रुप डिस्कशन में. बहुत अच्छा लगा आपके प्रेजेंस की वजह से. चलो ठीक है गाइस, लेट्स मूव ऑन. सो गाइस, दिस इज अ बुक. आई होप यू कैन सी, राइट? This is the first book of the series. So let's just move on. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So, like, all the factual things are here. Published on 2nd May of 2019. Author is Holly Jackson, and this is the first book of the series, which is like followed by Good Girl, Bad Blood, and the genre is mystery, young adult fiction. Basically, it's a young adult fiction, I would say, and it has like 401 pages. Guys, can someone just tell me, like, what did you guys expect when you came to know about the title? Anybody,
I
anybody.
thought it
People who
was
have
about
read or
the
who haven't
murder.
read. Yes, I.
I thought
Okay,
it
fine.
was about the
You expected.
murder,
No.
I was
but
literally
Okay,
expecting
fine.
something like How to Get Away with Murder series, something like that.
Okay, who are you, Kitty Collins? I don't understand. Okay, have you read
don't
the book
even
How
talk
to Kill
about
Men
that
and Get
book,
Away?
please. No, don't talk about that book.
Ankit, there's a book like How to Kill Men and Get Away with It. Okay, by I forgot, Katie Brent. And
Yeah,
there is the central character. Her name is Kitty Collins, and she gets away with every murder she does. That's why I asked, "Are
God
you
knows
Kitty Collins?"
why.
Just making. Yeah. So yes, guys. Anybody else wants to share? What did you expect?
I thought it would be a serial killer type.
Okay, serial killer kind of like, yeah, found. I understood. Like it's yeah, it gives you that vibes, but actually it's lot more than that. Way more than that. Okay, just way more than that. I'm so happy such a kind of book came out as a young adult fiction, because as we all know, in the reader base, young adult fiction is something that gets a wider reading base. Recently people like children have been reading, okay, not children, but still later childhood people, yeah, early adulthood people are reading more books, and possibly they are choosing young adult fiction with certain expectations. And amongst them, this particular book stands out, which I am like happy about. So guys, you can, as you can see on your screen, these are the three covers, existing covers of this book. And the first one, you can see it's very beautiful, right? Black base mein pura white and red wala combination, it's just beautiful. And the second cover is what we most of us have, and I think the third one is of a Kindle. So, moving on. So, which is your favorite cover? One, two, three. Which one would you vote? Let's have a voting on our chat section. I would vote for one. Others second. Okay.
There
Aparna
is
says
that
second.
cover
Alia
of
says
special
third. Wow.
edition, right?
Yeah, first one, right?
Special edition, the hardcovers of, I think there are collector editions or something that
Yes,
Oh yes,
collector's
yes,
is
yes.
edition.
She
Yeah.
has
beautiful.
sent me. Yeah, she sent me the reel. It's absolutely beautiful. True. Now moving on to the next slide. Okay, so these are the books written by Holly Jackson. As you can see, the first one, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Then you have A Good Girl, Bad Blood. The third book, As Good as Dead. And then you have another book, Killjoy. And the fifth book is Five Survive. Okay, guys. So, Nali, which one do you think you want to read next? Is it Good Girl, Bad Blood, or is it any other book, standalones?
No, no, I definitely want to read the series first, but I've heard a lot of great things about Five Survive as well. So after that series, I think
I
I might
have
pick
high
up
hopes
Five
about that
Survive.
book.
Right? I've
Exactly.
heard a
Yes.
lot
Yeah.
of
I
good
think if like the first three are interconnected, but I don't think the fourth and fifth one have any connection. They can be read as standalones, and maybe there might be certain
fourth is,
references from the
I guess.
series.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes, Aparna. Yes, Aparna.
Yeah, the Killjoy is sort of like a prequel to the trilogy or something. Five Survive is a completely
Uh
different
huh.
thing. So, like that.
Okay. Ankita, you must go with the series. Do you guys think that ABC should make the next book as the Botium? How many of you feel that way? Let me see some hands. Okay, let me just count. Okay, how many of you, like one, two, three, four, four, just four? Okay, Ankit, you don't have any opinion. You have no opinion.
1 second. What was I was actually reading a mail. What was that? What did you ask?
Okay, okay. No, I was asking. Have you read the first book?
Uh, no, not. I started this Five Survive actually. I have not read the Good Girls Guide to Murder.
How was it?
The Five Survive. Yeah, like I'm only in the first chapter, but seems good till now.
Okay, okay, fine. So, guys, if possible, let's see if we can make Good Girl, Bad Blood the podium, like book of the month of October, probably. Let's try. Okay, let's try that. If possible, definitely we'll do. Let's just continue the series. It would be fun. So, moving on. Okay, so here comes the blurb of the book. Okay, the blurb reads, I'll read it from the book as it is. The case is closed. 5 years ago, schoolgirl Andie Bell was murdered by Sal Singh. The police know he did it. Everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by murder, Pippa Fitz-Amobi isn't so sure. When she chooses the case as a topic for her final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is still out there, how far will they go to keep Pip from the truth? So yeah, that's how do you feel? People who haven't read the book, what do you feel about the blurb? who haven't read the book. Ishwarya, you haven't read the book, right?
I
Means,
haven't read the book. I don't even read the blurb of every book. And yes, this
Yeah,
book
yeah,
was
okay,
suggested to
okay.
me
Yes,
before the Blurb book.
yeah, yeah. So, like, as a murder mystery fan, it sounds interesting. Like, but kind of a common plot. But yeah, sounds interesting if they have some kind of twist in there.
yeah, I think the author purposefully and deliberately had put the, general kind of plot
Yeah.
on Blurb. I feel. But story is quite different. It comes out very different. So yes, Aparna.
Yeah, I'm interested for the that she chose the case as a finally a project, and I sort of know what happens in the book and the stuff because I read Instagram reviews. I'm like, why did I read them properly? I sort of know what happens in the other books also. So I'm like,
Okay,
why
so
did I
I
read
actually
them?
don't read reviews of the books that I haven't read. If they are on my TBR, I don't read them. I just go and comment ki I haven't read the book, I'll read and come back.
I read because I want to enhance my review writing style. That's why I sort of read all the reviews that are on.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. But I think, there are some reviewers who just give out everything, like literally A to Z of the books. And if you read a lot of reviews also, because this book was quite popular in the bookstagram, it was very popular. So you might have read everything. It's like, I did not like. I wanted to watch the film Rocky or Rani Ki Prem Kahani, but I had already watched it from the reels. Same kind of feeling. I don't even read the blurb, lol. I just see the cover and title and buy it. Okay. Yes, very, very popular. Ankita, what do you feel? You completed the book, right? What was your expectation from the blurb and how did it turn out to be? Would love to know your insights. Who am I missing? Guys, if I'm missing to call out your names, please let me know. Alia, you there?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hello.
so tell me, what was your expectation while you were reading the blurb and now after completing the book? Or have you completed?
Yes, yes, I have completed. I was expecting that the girl who started the case, like I thought she was alive. She was hiding somewhere. Again, the
Okay,
Sal
okay,
Singh,
that's a spoiler. Yeah, Sal Singh.
Sal Singh did not kill her. Like she was hiding somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and she killed Sal Singh.
Yeah, we expected such a kind of thing. Okay, guys, I'll just. Who was that? Okay, so guys, I'll
Who
just
is
give a
shouting?
brief. I don't know, somebody was. So yeah, I was saying ki the story. I'll give you a brief about the story, I guess, so that it becomes easy for people who haven't read. So, guys, the brief goes like this. We have, as you came to know about, that was in me, and I was shocked. Okay, so uh, as we read in the blurb, there is a character called Pip, and there is a character called Sal. Then there's a character called Andy. So here, what happens is Pip is going back, like she's traveling 5 years back. I don't mean that she's traveling on a car. I mean she's going back to the past and digging up the files of a crime that happened 5 years ago. And the crime is the murder of Andy as as well as Sal Singh. So Sal Singh is accused of murdering Andy, and he died also. Okay, so the story that's round the corner is like the whole story goes like in the narrative that Sal Singh is Andy's boyfriend, and Sal Singh killed Andy for certain personal reasons. So this is how what Pip has while she's starting off the investigation for her final year project. But then the story develops, and Pip has this kind of intuition that Sal Singh would never do that, and Pip is accompanied by her, like his Sal Singh's brother, that is Ravi Singh, and the story highlights about the racism and what to say, cultural differentiation or cultural discrimination particularly happening while you find Indians outside, and it automatically comes that if you are an Indian you are a thief, or if you are an Indian you tend to kill people. That kind of notion comes here. So by the end of the book, I would say the final 20-25 pages are the real essence of the book. Okay, it serves the purpose of the book, why this book is written, why this book is important, why this book should be read by people. So yeah, that's all about the brief. I guess this should help you in the discussion forward. Am I audible, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Great. So the first question, what did you think when you first read the book title? I think we discussed this, right? Shall we move on to the next question? Yeah. Did you
Yes,
notice
we can
any
move.
sort of character development in any of the characters? So, yes, guys, did you see any sort of character development in any of the characters? Yes, Pragya. Welcome. Sorry, I forgot to welcome you.
Hi guys. Actually, this like long तो मुझे ज्यादा याद नहीं है चीजें, but as far as I remember, Pip's friend's sister and the friend group, they played a major role in the plot. So I think her sister's role has like a bit of character development till the end, because in the starting she was hiding all the stuff and all that.
Yeah, that's true. So we have a response here, Ankita. So I have expected a good ending, but it somehow didn't meet my expectations. But still, I liked it a lot overall. Okay, Ankita, what was your expectation? What did you expect in the story? We would love to know that. Can you just type it out in the chat box? So yes, thank you, Pragya. Anybody else? Aparna, what do you feel? Was there any character development in the story?
Like, I read a book that was inspired by this thing. I didn't actually read the book. Okay. So I sort of
Okay.
know what happens. I don't want to give away more things.
Yeah, I
I
understand.
sort of know
Fine.
what
Anybody else wants? Huh. Huh. Okay. Um. Yes, Pragya.
Not in terms of just character development, but the character dynamics between Pip and Ravi. Yeah, that
Okay.
was
Yeah. Yeah.
really
Yes,
to watch.
Ravi has had a very good character development, I would say, because initially he was just an introverted person sitting inside the room, but by the end we find Ravi becoming a man who supports Pip in all her endeavors. When, yeah,
When she was like going a little back that I shouldn't do this, but he backed her ki no, we should. That was like in the starting, Ravi was the one who was a little bit shy and not that much courageous as Pip was in the starting. But when Pip started to get scared, but Ravi backed her up. So yeah, they continued their mission.
yeah, yeah, true. That's great. Yes, Sonali, what do you feel? Sonali, you there? Okay, I think she's out somewhere. Alia. No, that cannot happen. आलिया यू देयर आप भी सो गए क्या? Okay, by the time they come, I'll just read out what Ankita expected from the film, not book. I expected that Andie Bell must be alive somewhere. May this all okay. So Ankita, I would like to ask you one thing. If that becomes a story, doesn't that become the most expected ending? And if it becomes that way, then the book will be like it's predictable. Don't you think that? I would love to know your opinion on that. Just leave in the comment section. Alia, okay, your mic is not working. No issues. You can just type out what do you feel, which character had the most uh, greatest character development. I think, according to me, Pip had the best character development because Pip was all pumped up to start the investigation. She started it off. She was like, I will find the person, I will find who's a murderer, I will find the reason and everything. But when things were coming straight real to her, when reality check happened, when her puppy went missing, she started to fear things, and she started to what to say, step back a little. And then, but again, she did not want to give up the project. That's why she mailed everything on her mail id. She stored everything on her mail id, and then she retrieved it, and then she's back on track. And by the end, during her presentation, she is so bold. So I think Pip is one major character who had the best character development throughout the book. Yes, Sonali, you're back.
Yeah, sorry about that. I wanted to say that Pip character was really great, but I think the development, that generally, if we talk about the character development in the book, that was not much in the book. There were slight character developments for every character. But if we talk about Ravi's character, I think he had quite a development because when Pip started this project, Ravi was very reluctant that he don't want to help or be a part of this project, whereas Pip from the starting, she knew that she wanted to do this project because she knows, she considered Sal as like a figure that she used to admire. So she was like, yeah, I know he cannot be the murderer, so I want to do this. But Ravi was like, why do we have to get into this again? It's so much pain, so much trauma. But when we progress, we see that Ravi also wants to, okay, if you believe me so much, I think I will also believe in myself and will take this forward and will prove that my brother is innocent. So for me, I think Ravi was the character. Yeah.
Yeah, true. Ravi has also had some of the best, what to say, instances where he became, someone like a fictional boyfriend kind of material, right? Yes, great, great. So, shall I move on, guys? Can I move on? Just give me a thumbs up. Great. So, here comes the next question. Yeah. Did you try to solve the plot holes yourself? Okay, we have a response here. Ankita says it might be the most expected ending, but still there was high probability of her being alive and the kind of girl Andy was. I haven't thought that she could be easily murdered. About character development, I also go with Ravi. Like the kind of scared person he was in initial and later becoming courageous. So true, so true. And yes, Ankita, even I expected that Andy would never die because she was such a furious character. Somebody like I would resemble her with the animal tiger. She is so bold and so fearless and so what to say. She wants to be the main character of her life, and she almost did that. Yes, moving on to the next question. Did you try to solve the plot holes yourself? Yes, Pragya.
मतलब not exactly the answer to this question, but I will tell you a funny thing that happened with me. So when I was reading the book, it was like I couldn't put it down, but I had work to do. I was just searching about like hota hai na when we watch some movie, new series or new book, we just read about the characters, about the background stuff. So I was just searching about it on the internet and by mistake I came across the spoiler. But it was I thought okay, now it is ruined for me, but it was only one of the spoilers. I didn't know that. And even then, I was like, okay, now I know, but still it was interesting that how did that happen? So even though I knew one of the spoilers, like who killed Sal, but I didn't know that there was another plot twist. So that was the thing that happened when I was like feeling like okay, I need to know stuff about the book.
Guys, do you feel that excitement in her voice? Although she got the spoiler, she's very excited about it. Great, great. So did you try to solve? No, you did not try. Pragya. No. Okay.
No,
Anybody else
I
who
don't
tried?
have that much brain energy.
No, more than that, you have the whole book in your hand. Why would you go and solve the plot?
Yeah,
Exactly. That's the thing. And anybody else who tried solving the plot? Anybody? If nobody did, you can leave a thumbs down. Yeah, you can just say no in the chat section so I can move on. Okay, fine. Probably nobody would have tried because you have the whole book in your hands. Why would you go and solve it by yourself while the answer is there in the book? Totally understandable. Next question. Who did you think was the culprit? Did any of your assumptions turn right? Yeah. Very crucial question. Very crucial. Anybody who wants to answer?
Okay, I would like to answer. I don't know if
Yeah.
this is a spoiler or something, but because this book was so hyped on Bookstagram and everywhere, I don't know. I thought that Ravi will be the killer. I don't know why, okay, but I thought that
My
I
god,
read it
I expected the
somewhere.
same.
I was like, I read it somewhere and I thought that whole book is ruined now because I know Ravi is going to be the killer. And throughout the book, I was thinking, now Ravi will say, now Ravi will do something, now something will happen. And that was so hilarious when the ending did not turn out the way I was expecting. But that was so funny. I was like, why? I mean, I don't know.
You have even I had this intuition that Ravi is becoming too nice to Pip, and he's helping all the way. Especially when he could have tried, he also did, but it did not work out. Now he is helping Pip. Why would he do that and stuff? I had so many questions in my mind, but
Yeah.
even I expected that Ravi would be the culprit. But yeah, guys, Ravi is not the culprit. Anybody else? Pragya. Pip's friend's
I
sister would be like Kara. Who was that?
yeah, she was very sketchy kind of character in the beginning. But for me, I ruined it for myself. So I thought the
Exactly.
killer of Sal would be the killer of Andy.
अच्छा ठीक है. Fine. And anybody else who have read Alia thought it's Pip. I guess I never doubted Ravi. I thought Max might do it. Max is such a dark character in the book, guys. I cannot like I'm like क्या कर रहे हो यार? What are you doing with your life? What are you exactly doing with your life? Such a dark character, my god. So yes, shall we move on? Okay. Um, the next question. Okay. How did this happen? Oh my god. Okay, guys. I think there is some glitch happened and the slide's done. But I think the discussion must go on. Okay. And what else have you discovered from the book apart from all these questions? Why do you feel this book is worthy to be in the market? Anybody? If you guys have read my review, please don't speak of it. Okay. I'm going to say that point. Other points, I want other points. Why do you think this book should matlab, usually YA fiction has a kind of what to say stereotype in the market कि कैसे books होते हैं. YA में generally it's more about relationships, it's more about feelings, emotions, and mostly it's like smart content होता है. लेकिन to be honest, this book has nothing of it, but still it talks about friendship, it talks about family, it talks about what to say relationships, it talks so many things in the most subtle, not subtle, deep way, without even 1% of smart, which is like appreciable. I really love that thing about this particular book. Anybody else? Yes, Aparna.
Um, I read the reviews. I mean, including yours, others also I have read. But I felt that the book could have been more darker because I am a whole ass true crime fan. So I thought the book could
Hmm.
have been darker. When reading the only solely through reading reviews, I thought the book should have been darker because YA they have read YA thrillers. They tend to mellow down the things, and it's sort of. I think the characters were many, so predictability was not the question here, I guess.
Actually, Aparna, the book is a lot darker. Okay, it has dark elements in it. There is a lot of dark stuff happening, but yes, it's not as dark as other YA books available in the market. Like there are literally like suppose if you consider Haunting at the name, it's like darkest stuff. It's not going to that kind of sphere, but there are dark elements, right, Sonali? If I'm not wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, no, I absolutely agree. There are.
Yeah, there's a lot of what to say dark stuff in the book, and I think yes, there is a kind of mellow downing and softening of stuff in YA because YA is basically meant for young adults. We have that kind of thing, but this book has been like typically I would say it gets into you. The language is really good. First of all, we have to appreciate that the language is very good, subtle, it's like to the point. So by almost 25th chapter or 26th chapter, you are not reading the book, you are actually living the life with it comes to that level. And then you find all the wrong things happening. And you know what's the biggest red flag in your life, or probably the biggest red flag that can be in your life, is that all the bad things are happening to your dear ones, which are done by your dear ones, and you have to suffer for it. And I think that is very well portrayed here. And welcome here. I think this is your first ever GD, right? Yes, you can speak.
Okay,
Here, yeah.
was my first degree. I was studying,
Yes.
so
Have you read the
sorry
book?
for being late. Which book?
No issues, no issues. It's totally fine.
Wait. Which book?
It is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson.
I would love to read it.
You would love if you read it. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee, Sonali can guarantee. So yes, Pragya, where you did you just raise your hand, Pragya?
Yeah, I was just saying that you were talking about YA books, right? So most of the YA books, they just talk about feelings, talk about stuff, talk about relationships. In this one, there is action. It is very action packed. So it's like don't just say show. So it's showing that, and it is so action packed that we don't have like time to think. But in that process, a lot happens, and when we just sit and like process it, so a lot has happened and a lot of deep stuff just through actions. It shows that.
True, true, true. Exactly. Alia, you have to say something? Yes, exactly, Aparna. Show, don't tell, sort of thing. Yes, it is. And you know, the best part is that once you finish a chapter, you are not like, okay, इतना सब कुछ हो गया, अब फिर पढ़ते हैं. No, you want to know what's happening next. क्योंकि you don't have that gap to think. You have to read and read and read so that you know कि अच्छा ठीक है, this is what finally happened. And guys, even after finding the murderer, the story doesn't stop there. मतलब मर्डरर को स्केच करने के बाद you have around 25-50 pages left, which is
Yeah, like
actually
we
brilliant.
can never, we did not expect that Andy part at the end. I was like, this, so we never thought it through. This is this. That was quite
Yes,
shocking.
exactly. Yeah, true. I can't wait to read part 2 and 3 because there will be more of Ravi and Pip together. Okay, fine. And did anyone read 2 and 3? I think Christy, someone started, right?
Kshitij also,
Can
I
we read
think.
this book as
Not
standalone?
sure.
Yes, you can. Yeah, Kshitij. Yes, Aparna, you can read this as standalone. Definitely. Because the story ends by the end of the book, so you can read it as a standalone. So what I wanted to share, like what is there in the book apart from the story, is like, you know, by while we are reading the book, when we come to know about the crime, Andie Bell is the person who has been killed. Even Sal Singh is killed, but Sal is put in a position where becomes the monster of the story. Sal becomes the accused. Sal becomes like he's someone like a Tapuri kind of boy who did his mischievous act. While Andie Bell is portrayed to be a girl who has become the victim or prey of Sal Singh. Okay, that's how the story begins. But by the second half of the book, you come to know that Andie Bell is one of the, what to say, she's like a very different character, a character that's probably antisocial, I would say, because she wants money, so she deals with drugs. Okay, she uh, has connections with the drug dealers. Then she bullies kids. She goes on threatening teachers, telling them that she would ruin their life. And she's even very secretive in nature. So a society, a patriarchal society, has this kind of thing that if a crime happens and there is a girl and a boy, then automatically the crime goes on the boy and the girl becomes innocent by default. Okay, we have that sort of kind of thinking in our minds ki if something happened, then even you know when the case is different, when girls are said to be the accused, even in that case, the first question that comes at how can a girl do this. That's the first question that comes in everybody's mind. How can a girl could even attempt or think of doing it? I don't know how many of you have seen Bulbul. There is a scene where Bulbul's brother-in-law asks कि एक लड़की एक औरत कैसे कर सकती है ये सब कुछ. I don't know how many of you have seen the film Bulbul. Yeah, Pragya has seen. If you guys haven't seen, I want you people to see it. Yes, Ali, you have seen. Great. You have to see the movie. It's awesome. Also, there is another film by Tripti Dimri, that's Kala. Both of the films, I highly recommend you people to watch it. Okay, just take 2 hours of your time and it's just awesome. Trisha, you should definitely watch Bulbul. You're gonna love it. So this automatic thing comes ki how can a girl do it? A girl would have never done it. Only a boy has the what to say courage to be like this. But in the story, we find Sal seems to be very innocent, powerless, passive kind of personality, whereas Andy herself is so much consumed by herself, and she is so powerful and she is so fearless. She is ready to do any kind of crime because she wants to get her things done. So yeah, this is something that I realized after finishing the book. And watched Kala though. Okay, Kala is great. And but trigger warning, कहाँ book में trigger warning.
नहीं मूवी बुलबुल एंड कला both.
हाँ, बुलबुल and कला दोनों में trigger warnings चाहिए. Okay, both of them. Please read the trigger warnings and then watch the film. But both of them are worth watching. Like stupendous, fantabulous. One of the gems. Both of them are like gems of film industry, I would say. And I don't know why they have never been even nominated for any kind of awards, but they definitely deserve it. Kala is traumatic for some people. Yes, definitely it is. Especially the song घोड़े पे सवारी. What was it? I forgot the line.
घोड़े पे सवार है बना
हाँ,
घोड़े पे सवार.
बिखरने का
घोड़े पे
मुझको
सवारी. Yes,
शौक है.
yes. That is also a beautiful song. But the traumatic song is this one. बिखरने का मुझको is like beautiful. It's like going on a boat, and in the video itself you see the difference of gender being dealt in family. You see that, but this particular song is very traumatic. Before the film, you would listen it with a different emotion, and after the film, you would see it with a different emotion. So yes, guys, I think we are done for the day. I hope everyone loved the book. Although we have very less people in today's meet, we had a great discussion. It was crisp and compact as the book is. If you people want to share anything else about the book, or what we have to do in this month, or anything that you guys want to talk, you have like 15 minutes and you can talk. Yes, Pragya, go ahead.
So it is getting made into a Netflix movie. Actually. Did you see that?
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Come again?
I'm saying it is adapted. It is getting adapted as a movie.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Kavi, you didn't know
Sonali,
that this
that
is getting adapted?
I didn't know. No, I
Emma
didn't
Myers
know.
is there. Wednesday,
Okay, I feel
Wednesday. Emma Myers. She's going to play Pip.
Yes.
she's gonna kill this character.
Yes, that's why I wanted to read the whole series. It is on Holly Jackson's Insta and Emma Myers Insta. Everything is there.
Damn.
You should go and
Damn.
watch the cast
Okay.
of
It's
Good
not a
Girl
movie;
Session.
it's a TV series, from what I remember. Yeah, I
Yes,
think it
yes,
is.
Movie
series,
series.
series.
Okay, fine. Great, great, great. Okay, guys. So I think we should read the whole series. What do you guys say?
Yes.
Yes.
I think, but is it like the whole series or the only book, like this particular book, or the whole series?
Like for now, it's just like the first book. Maybe later they will. For now, they are doing it for the first. Maybe later they will make for second and third also.
Yeah, it's possible
Great,
because
great.
if they're making a
So,
series, so they might just make a season 2 with the second book, or season 3
hmm,
with third book, maybe.
exactly. Because this particular book itself is enough for a series. Like you will have like 7 to 8 episodes from this book alone.
They might make 12.
They might.
They might make 12 because that's like the general
Yeah,
series
sure.
limit.
Yeah, definitely. Of like 55 minutes ka. How many of you guys, like, how many of you have finished watching Sex Education? I am at episode 6. Anybody finished?
I watched it. I watched it. I completed.
Yes.
This cannot be the finale. Please don't tell me this is not finale. Such bullshit. Netflix is I. They
How
will
was it?
announce
How
it
was
as
it?
finale season and all, but I'm very sure they'll bring it back. I don't know. It was
No,
unexpected. The whole
Netflix में
point.
final season था.
That's what I'm saying. It's complete bullshit. They cannot like sell this as a finale season because there is so much left unsaid in the series. Like you can't just finish it off like that. Like my point is that, but I don't know.
Oh,
Let's see.
okay,
You watch
okay,
it.
fine. Yeah, I'm at episode 6, so yeah, definitely I'm gonna watch. And anybody else watching anything these days? Yes, Aparna.
Have people watched Jane Jan? That has also been adapted from a book, right? Devotion of
Yeah, yes,
Suspected
I saw its
something.
trailer and it is an adaptation. I haven't watched the film. Probably I'll watch in 2 to 3 days. I have a leave upcoming, like on Wednesday. It's leave for us here in Kerala, so probably I'll watch on Wednesday. I'm watching Daydreamer
Lo-
for nth time. Guys, that's a
long.
skill, guys, to watch things repeatedly. Yes, Ankit.
You have a long weekend coming as well. Next weekend.
Why?
Uh, Monday is off. 2nd October.
Uh huh.
Yeah, Gandhi Jayanti,
Yes.
no?
Wow. So yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah. So yes, guys, thanks a lot for joining. Please don't exit. Okay. I'll just continue the stuff. So, thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot for reading the book. And we had a great time reading this book. I'm so happy to have this book as our podium and would love to have its sequels as future podiums. And I'm so glad that we all read it together. It was such a great experience, and we can't wait for the adaptation. And when the adaptation comes, we'll have a watch along too, and we'll have a GD on that too. Great. So thanks a lot for participating. It means a lot. And till then, till we meet next time, keep reading, keep watching, have great fun, guys. Okay, thanks a lot. And we have our next GD of HP on October 1st, 7 p.m. People who have read HP like 10 or 15 years ago, you can join in, you can jump in, and we'll have a great discussion about that too. And people who haven't read like me can also join. We'll get to know, like, we'll be on a different world, but we'll definitely enjoy it, I guess. So thanks a lot for joining and take care.